Would you like to build better rapport with your customers and prospects so that way next time you're having that conversation, they just want to have that conversation with you. They want to hear from you. They want to listen to you, and they want to answer your questions. The better you have a rapport with a customer or a prospect, the more likely they're going to be eager to actually engage in that conversation, and the less likely they are to treat you like just another vendor. So in this video, I'm going to show you 7 counterintuitive tips to build rapport with your customers. Check it out. Number 1, stop pitching them. This is really a key change that any top rep has made, which is that we need to stop pitching our prospects. If prospects feel guarded, if they feel like anytime they're talking to us, we're just going to be pitching them on the next thing, they're not going to want to hear from us. Just put yourself in their shoes. Imagine if you had a friend who sold something to consumers, and every time you were with them, all that person wanted to do was pitch you on buying their product. Would you want to see that person very much? No. So we've got to stop pitching people all the time and instead flip the script to focus on them, to understand what they actually care about and what actually matters. And so that way, when it comes time to actually presenting a solution, we're not just pitching them on something, but instead we're actually presenting a solution to their problems, which they're going to be much more interested to see. So the second we stop pitching, immediately we start to improve that rapport building process. Because if they feel like you're really salesy and you're like the guy or the sales gal that's always pitching, they're not going to feel great about you, and so the rapport is going to be really low. Number 2, research everything you can. The more you know about your prospects, the more they're going to feel that sense of rapport with you. And this, again, just makes logical sense. If you walk into a meeting and you know every detail about your prospect, about their company, about their challenges, about what they tweeted last week or what they mentioned on that LinkedIn group, they're going to say, wow, this person really does their homework, and they're immediately going to feel more positive towards you. Not to mention, you're going to have all of this information that you can use to just naturally build rapport. So this isn't just about when you're in their office and you see a picture of the Boston Red Sox. You're not just saying, oh, I'm a Boston Red Sox fan too. But instead, if you're looking at what's on their LinkedIn profile and you're really understanding what's going on and you know the last company that they worked at, you can just slip that in as a reference when you're saying, you know what, I noticed that you worked at company XYZ, and given your role there and then your role here, here's how I think we could start to look at it a little differently. Right now, you're not just saying something to say, I did research on you, but you're working it into the conversation. And when you do that, you are breaking the pattern, and they're saying, wow, this person has done their homework. They know things about me, and that's cool. And I'm going to feel much better about them. That's how we start to use research as a way to build better rapport. Number 3, engage with insight. When we are engaging in conversations by using insight, by sharing information, by sharing insight about their world, we are immediately setting ourselves apart from all of the hordes of other salespeople who are just focused on the benefits and the features of their products. Instead, by starting the conversation around insight around their world, now we're demonstrating that we are an expert. We are that person who's almost like a doctor who's going to be solving their challenges, and immediately the wall comes down. So when we can actually engage prospects by sharing insights on their industry, unique perspectives on what's going on in their world or what we're seeing happening with other competitors in their world, now they're going to be interested to say, you know what? I want to hear what this person has to say because I'm actually learning something. I'm actually getting a sense that this person really knows what's going on. And once we are seen as the expert, immediately rapport building goes way up. Number 4, learn about their challenges. So this isn't just starting a conversation by saying, I want to learn about your challenges, or let me pick your brain about what's going on in your world. No. we're going to first start by engaging, by presenting some very quick pieces of insight, and then we're going to use that insight to then engage them in that conversation around their challenges. So maybe we present some ideas on what we see happening in the industry, and then you ask a question like, do any of those issues ring true to you? And now they start talking, and that's where we start to dig into their challenges. And that's where we start to dig deeper and deeper. So we've presented some insight, so we seem like an expert, and then we're focused completely on them, and we're learning about their challenges. And when people feel like we're interested in them, rapport goes way up. Instead of being the salesperson who's just pitching, trying to sell all the time, we're focused on them. You don't have to be enthusiastic, you don't have to be high energy, just focused on them. Number 5, mirror them. Now, for years, I had talked about mirroring as a very physical manifestation where we're actually mirroring what they're doing physically, but the data has become much more mixed on that, and really what mirroring is today is verbally mirroring them. And so when a prospect says something that's important, we simply want to mirror the last few words that they said. So we're literally repeating back to them the last few words that they said. So let's say a prospect says, you know what, we're seeing everything is changing in our industry. You would then respond with, everything's changing in your industry, as a prompt to get them to keep going. So what it's doing is twofold. One is it's showing that you're really actively listening, you're really focused on what they're saying, and so they just said, everything's changing in our industry, and so you're acknowledging that you understood and that you heard it, and then you're prompting them to continue. You've got to stop talking after you say it and get them to keep going. And within a conversation, it's going to sound very natural, and it's going to, again, show that you've listened and to prompt them to keep going. Number 6, label their experience. This is a similar piece to mirroring, but instead, we're going to be essentially labeling what they are probably feeling as a result of what they've said. So let's just say you're talking to a prospect and they're saying, yeah, you know, everything's changed for our operations lately, things are pretty crazy. So to label that experience, you're basically going to be sharing your interpretation of what they're telling you, big picture. So when you label, you might say something like, it sounds like things have been really crazy at your organization lately, prompting them to then say, yeah, you know, it's just been wild, right? And so we're labeling what they're likely feeling or what they're experiencing, and that is going to, again, show that we've really been focused on what they've said, and we can basically interpret back to them what we've heard. And now they are much more engaged and they feel like we understand them. That's how rapport goes way up. Number 7, present only to their challenges. This is so important because so many sales reps want to present every bell and whistle of their offering. And the reality is that your prospects, not one of them needs every single thing that you offer. Literally not one. There are always going to be things that are more important to them around what you actually offer. And so if you have done a good job during that discovery conversation to understand what they really care about, what they really need, and what the challenges that are most pressing to them, then you can present only to the challenges that they've mentioned. So you're only going to focus on the part of your offering that actually solves those challenges. When you are presenting only to their challenges, now what you're basically saying is, I understand what you've told me. And you don't have to say that, but you're basically conveying that by only presenting what they actually care about. And so you're not throwing out a lot of possible landmines where they're going to be like, oh yeah, you know, well, we don't really need that. Or, you know what, I'm going to have to bring other people into the conversation if you're going to be talking about that, right? We want to avoid all of those landmines. Instead, only presenting the solutions to their challenges. And so we're going to be avoiding a lot of landmines, and at the same time, we're building more and more rapport throughout the sales process by showing, hey, I get you. I get what's going on, and my solution is catered and geared directly toward what you care about. Rapport goes through the roof. So there are the 7 counterintuitive tips to build rapport with your customers. And if you enjoyed this video, then I have an awesome free training on the data-driven approach to help you crush your sales goals. Just click right here to get registered instantly. Seriously, just click right here. This is an in-depth training that will help you close more sales at higher prices, all while generating more meetings. Also, if you got some value, please like this video below on YouTube and be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel by clicking my face, which should be right about here, to get access to a new video just like this one each week.